Boom! What's going on, everyone? This is Steve Larsen. Welcome back to Sales Funnel Radio, and I'm very pumped that you are here. Today, I'm actually going to talk to you a little bit about focus.
I've spent the last 4 years learning from the most brilliant marketers today. And now I've left my 9-to-5 to take the plunge and build my $1 million business. The real question is, how will I do it without VC funding or debt, completely from scratch? This podcast is here to give you the answer. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my online business using only today's best internet sales funnels. My name is Steve Larsen, and welcome to Sales Funnel Radio.
So my friends, hey, I've been a little bit on a kick here of talking about a lot of mentality style stuff. Last night, my wife and I were chatting about just how funny it is that really a lot of, so much stuff is has to do with mentality. I understand why it's so huge and so important, so, helpful. I have a hard time when someone's like, I sell mentality. It's like, anyway, maybe it's just that, I don't know. Anyway, but it's huge, right? Mentality is massive. Mentality is awesome. It's everything. I want to teach you guys a little bit today about focus. There was a question that went out to me on my group. I don't remember when it was. It was quite a while ago. Anyways, and I was like, I really want to do a podcast episode about this. The question was, Steven, would you have made $1 million faster if you would have just focused on one business? And the question shocked me. And so what I want to do real fast is I want to teach you guys real fast just a few things. Number one, I'm going to tell you what's been going on. Okay, so the beginning of last year, I went and I had no product, no business, nothing, right? I only did have one focus, right? And I still do. And this is the thing I want to teach you guys is, someone was like, yes, and then other people were like, no, and then back and forth. There's all this, like, you have to understand something. Like, I have a lot of buddies right now that run like $6, $7, $8 million businesses, okay? They're running them. And so, wait a second, they have multiple focuses? All right, Warren Buffett, how many companies does that guy own? You know, he only has like a team of like 30 people or something like that, and he runs all of those businesses. How does he do it? How do they do it? But more than one focus? You guys have to understand, so at the beginning of last year, I went and I started, I built out a lot in the MLM space, and I built this product and this high ticket thing, and I built a lot of stuff in the MLM space, right? Right now, though, so what I did is I didn't leave my focus on those things until there were systems in place to run it. Okay, so I spent like 2 or 3 months just putting the systems in place and testing them to see if it worked. While I started thinking, it'd be kind of cool. I love offers. And frankly, there's no one else that really geeks out about them as much as I do. Like, I'm going to be the offer guy. And Russell's like, you should be the offer guy. And Dana Derrick's like, you should be the offer guy. And I'm like, I'll be the offer guy. Okay. But that didn't happen until literally September of last year. What's funny about this whole thing to me, about that argument, is people saying like, yeah, the whole last year, the focus would have been better if it was just on one thing, or the business would have gone faster. It's like, I only was focusing on one business, right? It was not till September, right, that I actually went and decided, I'm going to be the offer guy. And thankfully, at that point, I had already been testing systems on the MLM side of the things I've been doing. It's kind of my back-end business, okay? And so right now unless we're launching something in that space, but like maintenance time, I spend maybe an hour a week on it. And we put $1 in and we get $8 to $10 back out. Okay, so number one, understand why would I shut those ads off? And it does help lots of people, and people make a lot of money from it, right? The actual content is good, it delivers. If people just do it like anything, people just do it, they make money. If people just do it, it works, the stuff that I'm doing over there. But it's all automated, right? So by me going in, right, and the systems are in place, I have support, I have fulfillment, I have people with phone calls that chat with people. I'm not touching that stuff, right? That's what I do, guys. I'm an orchestrator, right? If you are the main operator in your business, then yes, don't do anything else. But once a week, I'll go in, I'll just kind of check in. And even then, I don't really do that much of that anymore, okay? Colton really handles the majority of that stuff over there. Okay? And we're doing the same thing with him now. And he's got systems and people and places and things like that. I mean, what was it last week, as I'm recording this, was the Facebook apocalypse, right? When Facebook kind of like shut down for a little bit there, and which sucked, right? But before that, the week before that, we spent, I think, like $3,000 in ads, and we made like 15. So it's not always $8 to $9, but like it was still. Anyway, good numbers, right? Why would I ever turn that off? It's something people want. It's extremely valuable. No one else is doing it. I'm not gonna turn it off, right? But I don't have to maintain it that much either. So that's what's funny about this whole argument. Like, well, yes, you would have made more money if you did this or this. Like, you guys gotta understand, like, so there's really two things that were going on with this, okay? Number one is I left my job, right? Really, January through March, I was focused solely on just that main product. It was done by the middle of February. And so for the next 2 months, up until about like April, end of April and Mayish, what I was doing was I was setting up systems and teams and stuff like that in place to take over what I was doing. And it worked, and it's working, and it's fun, and it's awesome. The other thing that was on top of all that was I'm still pretty involved in the ClickFunnels space. So that might be the thing that some of you guys might try and slap my hand about, but like, here, do it, okay? I don't care. Why would I ever try to... I love ClickFunnels, okay? It's like my second home, okay? Anyway, so remember I was contracted as a 2 Comma Club X coach still. I was creating a lot of content for them. I was going in and doing a lot of events and stuff still. So that might be what some people might call my second focus. But like, so much is already automated in the other business I do over there, the MLM side, that I really don't touch it. You understand? I go live currently now for the One Funnel Away Challenge once a day for 30 minutes to an hour, 30 to 60 minutes, except for like 2 or 3 days each month, which is a little bit more than that. And I just like it. Funny enough, the reason I'm so good and I keep getting better and so fast is because I coach so much, which is what I tell everyone to go do. Everyone makes it too complicated. Okay, just start coaching people. After a while, you'll see the large problem that they're all largely having. Make that as the product. Done. Hacked all of it, okay? That's the reason I do it. It keeps me sharp, okay? Why would I'm not gonna stop that. But anyway, so what's interesting is by about September, that's when I was like, you know what? This MLM stuff I've been doing is very fun, it's awesome, but like I also want to start thinking about like, you know, what is it that I want to be known for? Number one, I'm not gonna be the funnel guy. That'd be dumb. Even though I built a whole bunch of funnels, the funnel guy is Russell. He's the category king of funnels. Okay, I'm not gonna go try and be the funnel guy. That would be dumb for me to do that. Okay, but how can I be complementary, not competitive to that? Well, I freak out and just dive into offers more than anything else. I just bought another book called The Science of Emerging Markets. Super nerdy. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about it. I think that's what it's called. But I literally just bought a 5th bookshelf, and we're topping that one off as well. And I geek out, man. This is like my thing. It's my jam. I love offer creation. It's my thing. So I'm the offer guy, right? I'm trying to be the offer guy. But that decision wasn't actually official. I was playing around with it June, July, August. It wasn't until September. September was when I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. Okay. Also in August, that's when we first did the first One Funnel Away challenge, right? And we were developing that content as well. Guys, you have to understand that when I'm putting these products together, I'm talking a lot right now, but I just want you to understand, like, when I'm putting a product together, no other product exists in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Crazy focus. I'm saying like obsessive, probably too obsessive kind of focus, like can't sleep that much kind of focus for like 6 weeks. Okay. And it's not honestly that healthy, but like it's how my brain works. And so I'll go in these swings where it's like 6 weeks of just like insane. I go dead to the world. Besides this podcast, no one hears from me. I barely leave my office. I can't tell you the amount of focus. As I'm building it, I'm crafting, I'm creating. I'm very meticulous, very methodical on the things I'm putting together. Okay, that was also true though, like for the first 2 Comma Club coaching program that I helped develop over at ClickFunnels, right? I was the guy it took me 6 months to create that. And for the first 6 months after it launched, my mind, guys, I was not really doing anything else on my own stuff. I was not doing anything else, like besides this show, nothing, okay? I was just focusing on that because I was tweaking. I was seeing what I put in module 1, is it what, number 1, the customer thought was gonna be there, and number 2, is it delivering the result that I was trying to deliver? No, or this is not clear yet, or it looks like I should plug up that hole. Cool, let me go film more training. Let me plug that up, right? I'm very, 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 so that's what I was doing really the first half of last year, 2018. The second half of 2018, I had systems in place. People were running things for me. I spent almost no time. I spent almost no energy, almost no effort, even mental capacity thinking about it, and just ran. Just cash flows, just makes money. Okay, why would I shut that off? It's not a second focus though. Okay, I have a few buddies right now, like I was saying, they run several multi-million-dollar companies, and but they do it because of systems. And what you have to understand is that like I am not in the business of I'm not a launch business where I'm just launching a new thing, launching it. It'll look like that because I'm building out the value ladder right now. Wow, new thing he's launching, new thing he's launching. It's very thought out. It's extremely methodical on what I'm launching right now. It's not a second focus. I'm building the same thing. They're all connected, okay? They are all intertwined. This one leads to that one. This one sets up and pre-frames for the top one the best. This one, right, let's do the book. I definitely have a summit. I have offersummit.com. That will definitely be coming out, right? There's definitely a book. I'm probably not gonna do a challenge because I do so much for the One Funnel Away challenge. But there's an event. Anyway, I'll do an episode talking about my value ladder and how I structured it and how I thought through it as well at some point here in the future, because there's something crowning at the top I'm very excited to announce, which will be at OfferMind September 2nd and 3rd this year. Anyway, the whole point I'm trying to say is that a marketer, like you guys are marketers, which is awesome, but I'm also becoming a CEO. And a CEO is in the business of systems. I cannot run 2 content teams. I can't, but a system can. Okay, I can't run an internal funnel building team, they're very expensive, but they're very good. Okay, if you guys saw the OfferMind funnel, right, go to offermind.com. They built that, right? They did like 80-90% of it. Then I go back through and I plug in all the holes, edit the copy, stuff like that, right? It speeds me up like crazy. I am a marketer who's also a CEO. A lot of you guys are just marketers and you're not CEOs yet. That's okay. But understand, a CEO is in the business of systems. Okay, so I build a product and then I put systems in place so that my time on it is very small. And if I can't, I don't build a product. That is a huge lesson. Okay, that's why, anyway. I go in, so I build the product, I put the things together, and then on the other side of it, okay, you have to understand that when I'm designing a funnel now, I've actually changed a lot of the methods on how I do it. I no longer just design the funnel and the offer and the sales message, okay? If you guys came to OfferMind, you see a lot of things I go into before I even think about sales message, offer, and funnel, okay? But while I'm designing the actual funnel, that's only on the top diagonal corner of the paper. The other bottom diagonal corner of the paper, I am designing the fulfillment. I'm designing the systems, okay? So that when it launches, it also launches with the fulfillment at the same time. So then all I do, and what I do is I sit back and I think to myself, what will be my input required for that product? I still want to solve the problem that product is solving. I still want to deliver the value that product and that offer is delivering, okay? But I don't want to marry it. And my guess is you don't either. So you have to understand, like, what I'm doing is very thought through. I'm not just launching stuff and I'm the guy juggling all the stuff and I'm the guy, the circus guy with the spitting plates. I don't do that, okay? What I do is I develop it in a way like it's a business, not a hobby product. A hobby product is one that you are still the business in, okay? So what I do, anyway, and for fear of saying the same thing over and over again, I just want you to understand that though, that what I'm doing is I'm going in and I'm taking each one of these things. I'm okay, what is the fulfillment required and how can I over deliver? Now, what's the system that will do that? Is it a process or is it a who? Okay, a lot of things I do in my offer lab, which you guys can check out if you want. It's myofferlab.com, and it's awesome. But that's a lot of what I do, is I develop the program, I develop the stuff in there. There's a workbook that walks them through piece by piece. That's one of the methods I use so that I'm not personally hand-holding each person, because it's largely the same material, which means I would be saying the same thing every single time. Why not just make a course and a workbook that they walk through with it? Sweet. Now I want even more hand-holding. Cool. Let's bring in a who, which I did. And the who is with them pretty much daily, going in and walking through all the things with all the people. Sweet, right? I just replaced myself again a little bit more. That makes sense? And then I'm like, well, how can I do it again? I'm not trying to take the human out of the machine, especially on my high ticket stuff. I'm very involved with it. My offer lab, I'm extremely involved with it. Okay, but how can I make it so that I can stay focused in my zone of genius? My role in my business is to facilitate my own zone of genius. And it is not by me answering support emails. It is not by me going in for like when someone has a question about where's this resource again? That is not something I should be doing. My zone of genius, I know what it is. How can I operate in it the most while still delivering everything else? So anyway, I wanted to teach this to you guys so you understand, like, if you're just launching a product and you're doing all this stuff, no, it makes sense why you would look over at me and be like, how is he doing all that? I'm not, guys. It's the ghost in the machine, man. I build systems. I'm a systems guy. Okay, I'm a marketer first, but I'm also a systems guy. Okay, I'm a system guy. I like to set things up in place so that I know the same like 3 or 4 things that I have to do, right? Like the way I'm setting it up right now, moving forward has been cool. So Monday for me, I love launching products on Monday because I love Monday so much. When I say that, what I'm saying is I love launching projects to my team. Hey, internal funnel building team, this is what I'm going to go launch. And here's what you're going to do. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. Okay, and I run through all of it. Tuesday for me is my content day. Wednesday is becoming my systems day. Okay, it's where I focus on my business systems, whether that is set up the rest of this finance structure so that you're protected legally or whatever, all the way down to every time this happens, Mr. Support Person, you also need to do this and create your articles. And I literally write out systems. That's very much been the piece that has helped increase my leverage in this past little bit here. Makes sense? Okay, this is very, very important, very key stuff to understand. So like, while it looks like I am running like a chicken with its head cut off, I'm not. Okay, I'm not. I have like, funny enough, I there's a lot going on right now, but I'm also like, it's nice, very nice. It was not this way at all last year, but leads are coming in, people or processes or funnels are closing them, others are fulfilling. Right? And my job is to go in and see how much more the product can over-deliver for those who are buying it. How more can I get more leads coming in? Let me go see what the closers are saying to those leads coming in. Maybe that's where I tweak the process. I am a process tweaker. Okay, that is my role. That's what I do. I'm a systems tweaker. I'm a systems creator. Okay, your role starts to shift once you have a cash flowing product. If you are the person doing it all, you don't have a business. Right? And it will die if you go on vacation. This is one of the places where most businesses will not succeed because an entrepreneur has a hard time letting go usually. I'm not saying I don't have a hard time letting go. Sometimes it sucks. It's rough. Okay, but letting go of that and be like, okay, I'm cool with you doing the 80% of what I normally would do. I can accept that. Oh, I can't accept that here. Okay, let me go tweak that and put that there. What I'm teaching you guys here is that, right? If you guys came to Funnel Hacking Live, right? Marketers are in the business of solving problems. Okay, entrepreneurs specifically are in the business of solving problems. Okay, a CEO is in the business of systems and systems tweaking and systems building. Okay, it's not that you shed or get rid of marketer and entrepreneur. You just kind of take on CEO also. Okay. And as we move forward, especially the way we kind of teach it as a direct response marketer, more traditional companies, it's just CEO, right? And someone else is in charge of marketing. I think it's a major mistake. I think every person in my company is a marketer, and that's how I want it to be, and that's how I've set it up. Everyone's a marketer. Marketing is the king. Marketing does everything. So anyway, hopefully that episode makes sense to you guys, and I'll end it here. Just make sure that what I want you to do, the big takeaway here, is start looking at your company, right? Not your product. Your product is not a company, right? What is your company? What your company, your business? A business is nothing more than a set of systems. And it's a set of systems that generates leads, converts leads, fulfills on it, right? Continues to support and then upsells. That's basically what a business is. That's all a business is. It's not a logo, right? I'm not saying you can't have those things. You understand what I'm saying? That's a business. And if you are the only one who's getting the lead, who's fulfilling on the lead, or closing them, fulfilling on the lead, right? Upselling them, supporting them. If you're the one doing all that stuff, yeah, duh, it looks like I'm going all over the place. That's not how I run it. I don't run it that way at all. My job is like one of those things. My job is to set that up, right? From the eyes of a marketer. And that's how I do that. And that's how we've been doing it. It's been working really well. In fact, the more I've done it, especially in the last 6 months, our revenue just like 50%, just went up by like 50%. It was crazy. By me not interfering so much, letting the system do the thing I built it to do, right? Which includes people and processes and tools, right? Thank you, James Friel and Alex Sharfin, okay? You guys have been, that's where I learned a lot of that stuff from. So anyways, because I learned how to sell a lot from door-to-door sales and Grant Cardone. I learned how to market from Russell Brunson. Okay, I learned how to build systems a lot from Alex Sharfin and James Friel. Okay, I learned how. Does that make sense? Those are all key pieces to it. If you're not studying those things, like I believe I would study them in the exact way I just said. I would first become a marketer, then I would learn how to sell, then I would learn how to close, then I would learn how to build systems and remove you. Okay. Not so that you stop delivering for your customer. You remove you so you can look at it from a 30,000 foot view and be like, oh my gosh, this piece, just like a funnel, like if an upsell wasn't working, this piece in my business is not working very well. Crap. Then you go lift it out and you look at it and then you'll plug it back in and see if it works the rest of the way. Make sense? So I don't have two focuses. I focus at one thing at a time. I'm just running several things though. And it's not that hard to run it. Meaning I'm not the one running it. The system is. I'm just looking at the system. Is the system running that business well? Okay. I'm not the system. And that's how it's worked. Anyway, I feel like I've said the same thing like 3 times over and over again. I just really want to enforce that point. It's not something I talk about that much on sales funnel radio because this is sales funnel radio, but a funnel is not a business. And what I've built is a business to support my funnels. And that's why it looks like I'm doing so much stuff. I am doing that much stuff, but the systems are doing that much stuff, not me. Anyways, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Oh yeah, wasn't that awesome? Hey, just real quick, a few months ago, Russell asked me to write a chapter for a secret project he was doing. And I had to write a chapter for a book, and this was the prompt. This was the letter I got from him. He said, hey Steven, let me ask you a quick question. You suddenly lose all your money, along with your name and your reputation, and only have your marketing know-how left. You have bills piled high and people harassing you for money over the phone. Plus, you have a guaranteed roof over your head, a phone line, an internet connection, and a ClickFunnels account for only 1 month. You no longer have your big guru name, your following, your JV partners. Other than your vast marketing experience, you're an unknown newbie. What would you do from day 1 to day 30 to save yourself? Russell Brunson. Hey, if you want to see my answer and a bunch of other marketers that also had answered that in this amazing book and summit, just go to 30days.com/Steven. Again, you can see the entire summit, you can see the book, you can see what we wrote in there, and each of our detailed plans, just go to 30days.com/Steven. That's 30 as in 30, 30days.com/Steven, STEPHEN. Guys, enjoy.